and they draft Myles Garrett, defensive end out of Texas A&M. So quickly on Myles Garrett, and we'll talk more about these two particular guys I'm about to mention here in a second. We'll talk more about these guys throughout today's show, obviously. But yesterday it had come out that the Browns were actually going to take Mitch Trubisky with the number 1 pick. And it looks like cooler heads prevailed. Now, I don't know about this guy. It's almost like a coin toss. I've heard so many negative comments about his game and about his motor in particular by former NFL players, which, I mean, I don't know why we wouldn't trust their judgment on this type of thing. And I'm kind of skeptical. You know, it could go one or two ways. One way, I could easily see Myles Garrett turning it out to be Courtney Brown. Which that's very hard for me to say, and I'm not dissing Courtney Brown, but he didn't have the career that most people thought he would in the NFL. And I say it's hard to say because Courtney Brown actually grew up in the next town over from my hometown. So I could easily see Myles Garrett being Courtney Brown, just a big disappointment. Looked like Tarzan, played like Jane. But I could also see Von Miller turning out to be freaking Von Miller. Right. Right, I can easily see that. And it's just a coincidence that they both played at Texas A&M. Or maybe it's not really a coincidence. But I could easily see Myles Garrett turning into Von Miller. And you know what happens. And you know what? I guess if I had to put some money on it, you put a gun to my head and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, do I think he's going to be a success or not? First of all, they had to take him. All right, let's back up to that point. They had to take him. Same thing I was saying about Jadeveon Clowney a couple of years ago. You had to take him. And if you take him and he doesn't pan out, then nobody's going to say that you were wrong. I mean, you had to take the guy, 6'5", 260 pounds, running a 4.6 40. So if you a GM, if you a scout, you covering your ass. CYA. You had to take him, and even 5 years after the fact, if he doesn't pan out to be what we thought he was going to be, then I don't think anybody can get mad. You had to take him. Very, very similar scenario to when Jadeveon Clowney got drafted a couple of years ago. You just had to do it, all right? You had to do it. That being said, I think that he's going to be fine, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I think he's going to be fine because, you know, outside of injury, when he gets to camp, his position coach, the defensive coordinator, whoever it may be, the second that they see him like loafing or not giving 100% effort, they are going to be tearing down his ass. Because that's the book on him. The book on him is he doesn't give 100%. The book on him is that he, you know, lollygags or whatever they used to say back in the day. So the minute they see him lollygagging, his position coach, his defensive coordinator are going to be screaming at him. I mean, like a little child, they're going to be screaming at him, get your ass in gear, let's go, let's go, let's go. You know, you stop loafing, get off the goddamn field if you're not, you know, all of that coach speak. So they do that constantly. It's going to become a habit that he has to give maximum effort. I read something a long time ago, or I heard it a long time ago or whatever, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, that to make something into a habit, you have to do it 16 times or 17 times consecutively. And once you do anything that many times consecutively, it automatically becomes a habit. So every single time that this guy loafs in practice, man, they're going to be crawling down his ass, busting his ass. Get it in gear. Get it in gear, Garrett. And so I'm hoping that the young man's going to be all right. We'll see. Yeah. So, bottom line, I think that Cleveland had to do it. They had to take, you know, the path to least resistance. They had to take the safer bet. So I get it. I totally get it. And the other big news from last night was the Bears, the Chicago Bears move up past the San Francisco 49ers, another team that needed a quarterback, and drafted Mitch Trubisky. Oh, boy, you got to be freaking kidding me. You got to be freaking kidding me. Now, listen, disclaimer once again, and I'm hedging my bet here before I even get into this. And I said a lot of this yesterday, but we thought it was going to be the Cleveland Browns. Mitch Trubisky may turn out to be the greatest quarterback in the history of the NFL. But the problem is there's absolutely nothing in his history that states that that's going to be the case. Nothing. As a matter of fact, history says that there's a likely chance that he's going to be a bust. Like so many busts that we've seen come out of college and into the NFL. That's what history says. There's absolutely nothing on his resume. There's nothing. I don't know what the hell this kid did in these personal workouts. I don't know what he did in these interviews, that he shammed America and the football, elite, the football purists, the people that work in this industry to take him number 2 in the draft. I don't know what he did. I don't know how he did it. I don't know what type of sorcery this is. I don't know what type of sorcery this is. I don't know how this kid convinced everybody in literally a half a year, not even a whole year now. And need I remind you, we get new listeners every day. I talked about this yesterday. This is a guy that couldn't beat out Marquise Williams, who was the starter at North Carolina. The same Marquise Williams who, after his last year at North Carolina, wasn't drafted at all. Mitch Trubisky couldn't beat that guy out. But somehow, in half of a year, he's got all these NFL teams feeling like that he's going to be the next freaking Joe Montana. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't do this for a living like those guys do. I wasn't in the interviews. I wasn't in the personal workouts. I don't know. But all I know is this seems like it's dumb as shit. Yeah, that's what I know. And they traded up. All right? The San Francisco 49ers need a quarterback too. The 49ers like, you want this pick? You can have it. You can take it. You can have it. We good. Matter of fact, we'll take a couple of them picks that you want to give us to move up a little bit. We'll do that. We can do that. And so, the 49ers come off like a G, man, and they make a great pick. They get the kid Solomon. We'll talk about that in a second. So, I don't know what the Bears are doing, man. I mean, once again, this is what they do for a living. This is what their scouts do for a living. This is what the GMs do for a living. This is what these organizations do. They're more intimate with the situation. Maybe this guy turns out to be, once again, Joe Montana, a freaking Dan Marino or something like that. We'll see. But I doubt it. Once again, we'll get more into that, man. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. NFL draft talk all day long. Today, we'll talk about the top 10 picks in depth. We'll also talk about some of the remaining picks in the top 32 picks in the draft, the first round last night. We'll get into all of that today as well. Draft talk all day long. We'll kind of slightly, not a lot, but a little bit. We'll get into what happened last night in the NBA. Clearly, nobody was watching the NBA. Tough night for them to have a playoff game. But we will touch upon that. Hour number 2, birthdays, entertainment. We'll get into all of that as well. And Ball Penis. We'll give out the Ball Penis Award a little bit later today in the show. As a matter of fact, very much later in today's show. So a lot to do. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. How did your team do? Very, very excited for Deshaun Watson, man. God works in mysterious ways. To be honest with you, there really couldn't be a better place for him to go. For all of the obvious reasons, the Houston Texans last year had a very good team, but they had no quarterback. And Deshaun Watson gets picked up, drafted by the Houston Texans. We'll talk more about it in a second. So actually, that worked out for him. Yeah. Very interesting draft last night. Yeah, only negative about last night. It's really not that big of a negative because we kind of knew it going on. As my little cousin, Derek Rivers, did not get drafted. Hopefully he'll get drafted tonight in the second round, early in the second round. But, you know, we kind of knew it was late first to all the way to third, we're thinking. So hopefully he doesn't make it to the third. Hopefully he gets drafted tonight. So a lot to get into, man. 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougsstewartshow.com. Fun, fun, fun. Don't go away. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in like 3 minutes. Don't go away.
Swerving in my Suburban, the choppers blocker, the coppers gon' try knock us when I'm swerving my Suburban, swerving in my Suburban, I'm on swerving my Suburban, swerving in my Suburban, the choppers blocker, the coppers gon' try knock us when I'm swerving my Suburban, swerving in my Suburban, I'm on swerve. Riding through the city, dirty money like Diddy. Got a bad chick with me, she want me to stroke a kitty. That kush smoke got me on the highway doing 50, plus your boy on swerve. Like I want the cops to get me, baby girl on the road. Say she like the way I do things, nickname me Staircase. Stepping up my shoe game, slide to the nudie bar, put a couple stacks on it. Find a hotel bed, put a couple backs on it. I'm on swerve, I'm on swerve at the drive-thru. Try and keep my tires off the curb. Rock already told you with swagger we stepping. Got the shorty on your arm looking at my retro 7. Bet that get you quite offended. You look at me with ice grill. I ain't sweating you, dog. I'm higher than a light bill. So keep it easy with the move swings. Sucker knuckles tripping, no shoestrings. Who bang? Swerving my Suburban, swerving in my Suburban. The choppers blocker, the coppers gon' try knock us when I'm swerving my Suburban, swerving in my Suburban. I'm on swerve, swerving my Suburban, swerving in my Suburban. The choppers blocker, the coppers gon' try knock us when I'm swerving my Suburban, swerving in my Suburban. I'm on swerve. In the club with my mans, got a drink in each hand. Mommy bustin' it open, all a boy can say is in. Plus she came with her girls, put them on with the homies. Get a little sweaty, grab a bite at the Shoney's. Swerving my Suburban, I got a few bottles. So rockin' cranberry and I'm stepping on the throttle. Inhale the perp, ooh yeah, like Randy Savage. These chumps hating on me cause they smoking on the average. Fresh pair of Air Max, brand new fitted. You saying something about money, then nigga, let's get it. You saying something about honey, then nigga, I'm tryna hit it. They used to call me Dread, I cut my hair like Exhibit. Now I'm just Drees, bagging shorties with ease. Hit the mall, time to ball, I'ma blow a little cheese. Rolling with my G-ring in my Suburban, I'm on swerve, swerving my Suburban, swerving in my Suburban. The choppers blocker, the coppers gon' try knock us when I'm swerving my Suburban, swerving in my Suburban. I'm on swerve, I'm on swerve when I'm swerving, I'm swerving my Suburban. I'm on swerve, I'm on swerve when I'm swerving, I'm swerving my Suburban. I'm on swerve, I'm on swerve when I'm swerving, I'm swerving my Suburban. I'm on swerve, I'm on swerve when I'm swerving, I'm swerving my Suburban cause I'm swerving my Suburban, swerving in my Suburban. The choppers blocker, the coppers gon' try knock us when I'm swerving my Suburban, swerving in my Suburban. I'm on swerve, swerving my Suburban, swerving in my Suburban. The choppers blocker, the coppers gon' try knock us when I'm swerving my Suburban, swerving in my Suburban. I'm on swerve.